Hi guys, in this video we are going to discuss what is meant by reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning is a subfield of machine learning that addresses the problem of automatic learning of optimal decision over time. Let's take an example. You have created a pet classification model, you optimize the model and you moved it to the production. After some days, you observe that the dog grooming fashion has changed and your model started misclassifying. So you need to update your training images and repeat the process again. Not so great, right? The discussed examples say that even simple ML problems have a hidden time dimensions. RL is an approach that natively incorporates an extra dimension into learning equations. Before going into deep into RL, let's see what are other ML disciplines that are there. We have two other disciplines along with reinforcement learning. One is supervised learning and another one is unsupervised learning. Let's see what is meant by supervised learning. Supervised learning is where you have input variable X and an output variable Y, and you use an algorithm to learn the mapping function from input to the output. For example, you have an input variable as an image and an output variable as a label. You use an algorithm to learn mapping from image to the label. Here the goal is to approximate mapping function so well so that if we have new image, then it will automatically classify it as a dog. Here we are supervising the entire training process by correcting the prediction. Examples of supervised learning are text classifications, image classifications, regression, and sentiment analysis, etc. Let's see what is meant by unsupervised learning. In an unsupervised learning, there is no supervision like supervised learning, which means no correct answers we are providing during training. The main goal is to learn some hidden structure of the dataset. Suppose we have some groups of images in our dataset, and we would like to know what are the different types of images that are there in our dataset. We will use unsupervised learning to divide entire dataset into different clusters. Each cluster will have different properties like as shown in the picture. Let's see what is meant by reinforcement learning. That is our primary objective. Let's dive into deep into reinforcement learning from here onwards. Reinforcement learning models will learn based on their experience. Reinforcement learning lies somewhere in between full supervision and lack of complete correct labels. In one side, it uses methods of supervised learning like deep neural networks for function approximation, stochastic gradient descent, and backpropagation to learn data representations. In other side, it applies them in different way. In the coming videos, we will learn how we can use these things to create RL models. First of all, in reinforcement learning, we have to understand 5 different components: agent, action, reward, environment, and observations or state. Let's take an example of dog training. If you have ever tried to train a dog, you know that you need to give it something tasty every time it does the thing you have asked. It's also common to punish your pet a bit when it doesn't follow your orders. Here, you make decision about the action, feeding or punishment. So the agent is you. Reward is the tasty item that you are giving to the dog. Here the environment is your dog and everything around it. Observations are signals from your senses and memory. So let's take another example to get more clear on this concept. Suppose if we consider financial trading, here the agent is trading system or a trader making decisions about order execution. An amount of profit is reward for a trader buying and selling stocks. Here the environment is whole financial market and everything that influences it, such as the latest news, economic and political conditions, weather, food supplies, and Twitter trends, etc. However, our observations are limited to stock price, news, and so on. Here, state or observation will change based on the agent action. So this is all about reinforcement learning introduction. We will see in the next video what is meant by Markov process and Markov decision process. Thank you. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.